Did you know that a piece of nuclear material is hanging right above your head in your home? It's a surprising revelation, isn't it? This unseen danger is part of an essential device that we often overlook, the humble smoke detector. Smoke detectors are a common part of our homes, quietly standing guard and alerting us to potential fire hazards. But within these little lifesavers, there's something that many homeowners are completely unaware of. They contain a radioactive isotope, known as Cesium-137. That's right, a small piece of nuclear material concealed in the confines of this unassuming device. While we sleep, eat, and carry on with our daily lives, it's there, above our heads, always working, always ready. And yet, many of us are oblivious to its existence, let alone its purpose or potential dangers. So, what exactly is this radioactive material, and why is it in your smoke detector? Let's delve into that next. Cesium-137, a radioactive isotope, is the nuclear material we're talking about. This intriguing element is not something you typically stumble upon in your backyard. It's a man-made isotope, primarily produced in nuclear reactors. What makes Cesium-137 particularly interesting is its radioactive properties. It emits beta particles, a type of radioactive decay that can ionize the air. Now you may wonder, why would we want something that ionizes air in our smoke detectors? Well, the answer is quite simple. The ionization process allows smoke detectors to sense the presence of smoke. Here's how it works. The air inside the detector is ionized by Cesium-137, creating a current. When smoke enters the detector, it disrupts this current, triggering the alarm. It's a clever use of a radioactive material, isn't it? But with a radioactive material in such common household devices, should we be concerned about our safety? Given that Cesium-137 is a radioactive material, it's reasonable to question its safety. Cesium-137 is indeed radioactive, but it's important to note that the amount used in smoke detectors is extremely small. We're talking about microcuries here, which is a unit that measures radioactive decay. Furthermore, this tiny quantity is encapsulated within a protective casing, preventing any direct contact. Now let's address the elephant in the room, the possible dangers. The primary risk is from ingestion or inhalation, which can lead to radiation sickness. However, this would require the casing to be breached, and then the Cesium-137 to be ingested or inhaled, which is highly unlikely in a household setting. In terms of radiation exposure, the amount emitted by Cesium-137 in a smoke detector is so minimal that it doesn't pose a significant risk. While the risk is minimal, are there other options for smoke detection that don't involve radioactive materials? Yes, there are alternatives to Cesium-137 in smoke detectors. Let's dive into a couple of options. First off, we have photoelectric smoke detectors. These devices use a light source and a light sensor. When smoke enters the chamber, it disrupts the light path, triggering the alarm. They're particularly good at detecting slow, smoldering fires. However, they can be more prone to false alarms from things like steam or cooking smoke. Another alternative is heat detectors. These devices sense a rapid increase in temperature, or a temperature that exceeds a predefined threshold. They're less likely to give false alarms, but they might not be as quick to respond to a smoldering fire. And of course, there is the cost factor. Photoelectric and heat detectors can be slightly more expensive than their ionization counterparts, but this is a small price to pay for safety and peace of mind. So, whether you choose a smoke detector with Cesium-137 or opt for an alternative, the most important thing is to ensure you have a working detector to keep you safe.